We are about to get started anyway with our Just Thrive Tuesday talk show. Yes, I am Keshia Major, the owner of Journey to Greatness. So it is called Just Thrive with JtoG, where we bring guests every Tuesday to talk about their ability to adapt to the THRIVE principles. And what does THRIVE stand for? THRIVE stands for trust the process, highlight all wins, receive guidance, invest in yourself, vacate negativity, and evaluate your goals. Thank you, everybody, for joining. While we're going to get started, I'm going to go ahead and post a watch party. If I can find it, I'm going to post a watch party, and I encourage you to do the same, to invite others to watch with you. We'll see if we can not have her live video, but just have the audio going and see how that works. Let's see if she calls. It doesn't seem like she's coming in. And she definitely has a story to tell. So, okay, let's see. Hello?
Hey there.
Hey, how are you? We had to go with something else because the camera wasn't working. So give me the thumbs up if you can hear Melissa on the phone. Say hello, Melissa.
Hello, everyone.
Now, I'm just looking for a thumbs up to see if everyone can hear you, and then we will go ahead and get started. Did everyone hear Melissa? Thumbs up? Any thumbs up? Okay, we're just going to go ahead and get started and find out about your story. So welcome, Melissa. We had to bring you on in over the phone because somehow the internet and the phone was not working, or the computer was not working to bring you in live. So we're going with the phone, so they cannot see you, but they can hear you. So welcome, Melissa. Tell us, who is Melissa? Give us a synopsis of who Melissa is.
A synopsis of who Melissa is. Melissa is a girl, well, a woman now, who has faced many obstacles and adversities in her life. Fortunately, she has been able to overcome just about all of them. I speak with people sometimes, and I give them information on, who I was and who I am and growing up and things like that. And they're just amazed at my personality, the fact that I'm able to keep smiling and I put everyone first and make sure that everyone else is okay when a lot of people may not have been able to do so.
Right. So what are some things, if you would like to share, like, what's one of the biggest challenges that you think that you faced, and how were you able to overcome?
I think one of the biggest challenges that I face, and even sometimes now it's difficult, is just the fact that I grew up in foster care.
Okay.
Since the age of 4. Was in 5 foster homes and 3 group homes. So transitioning 12 years, amongst those many places, you really don't develop a sense of exactly who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that is something that, you will carry, or a lot of people will carry throughout their adulthood. They make mistakes because they really didn't have the guidance, or steady guidance they needed
right.
to become who they were supposed to be. I don't regret any of it. I'm actually grateful of how, I was raised. Of course, there are situations that I wish didn't happen, but all in all, I feel like it's made me the person that I am today.
Right. We all have, situations that, we wish did not happen. And I think we all no matter what our background is, had to figure out who we were, what we wanted, and all overcome, obstacles. And so I've heard stories and, watched TV and different things like that, and have seen, kids that grew up in the foster care and they didn't have the outcomes, I guess, or the look on life that you had. So during that time and throughout your life, what has been your motivation to get you through?
God, just the fact that I was taught from a young age, and I also believe that everything happens for a reason. Tests are put in front of you. No one has the same path. But at the end of the day, my mission here on earth isn't about me.
Amen. That is true. That is definitely true. And so you set an example for, so many women, so many people, I should just say kids in general, but definitely women, because women, we find it a little bit harder sometimes to cope with life, so many things that we have to carry on our plate. Not to say that men don't, but you hear a lot of stories anyway about things that, happen, to women or girls in the foster care. And I'm sure that has happened to boys as well. You just have those stories have not come forward like stories of women have. And so just to see, knowing you since the 8th grade and seeing you grow, one thing that she didn't share is that she has 5 boys, and I remember each one. They're my nephews. They call me Aunt Keshia. And so just to see that you were able to raise your boys, you have one that's going to college and DJing. You have another one that's in the Navy. You have 3 that are in, high school now. And so just to see how you've been an example to your kids and not giving them an easy out, always expecting greatness from them, and them always seeing you strive for greatness. Man, we have stories to tell, but we won't be telling them on here. None of the stories, none of them at all. But if Melissa has definitely been a friend. If I had an idea or she had an idea, we were the friends that was like, okay, let's go do this. We're going to do this, no matter how crazy the idea was. But that is what a true friend is about. A true friend doesn't leave you in your bad times. A true friend doesn't just show up in your good times. The true friend is there no matter what. They pray for you. They rejoice with you. They are there. And so, we meet people in our lives. Some people we meet, for a season. Some people we meet for a lifetime. But everybody that we meet for a reason. And Melissa has definitely been one of those people that are in my life. And we're in each other's life for a lifetime. I mean, how many of you have friends that you've been with since middle school, elementary school, and you are still friends with them today? We don't talk, Melissa, every day, but it's like when we do talk, we haven't missed a beat finding out what's going on, and just super, super, super excited and proud of, how far that we both have come. I mean, we've grown a lot.
Definitely.
We have grown a lot and definitely been blessed. I mean, I don't think either of us would have thought that we would be where we are today, years ago. It's, just mind-blowing how far that we have came. So what is one song that plays in your mind that makes you feel like a powerful woman?
This is going to sound so cliche.
Okay.
Superwoman by Alicia Keys.
It's not cliche, because that is your woman. Like, you hear that song and it just makes you walk different, and you hear that song and it makes you just you know, want to conquer the world or do whatever, and that's your song that you play. So, you know, it might be cliche to somebody else, but it's your song that keeps you going. So like mine is Roar by Katy Perry. I don't know why I like these roars and lions and roar and all of this stuff, but it's that song that, you know, I am the eye of the tiger and all of this stuff that, you know, and I have different songs that you hear and you like, you know, all of this stuff, but there are certain songs that just speak out to you. And so I wouldn't say that it's cliche, because you are a superwoman. You have done just beyond what we would say statistics says that we should be. You have, you know, what is the word that I'm trying to say? You know, you've knocked out all the statistics. It doesn't matter, you know, what you what people say or what they say that you should be or should have done. You have proven every statistic wrong, and so that is a testimony in itself. And when you have your hard times, your good times, and all of that, you can look back and see how far that you have come since then. And so these are stories that you can share with your family. Your kids can see it. That's why they strive so hard, because they saw you striving hard and not making excuses for anything, just taking life as it comes and just keep on trucking. And so with that, you know, so you talked about, you know, your past and, you know, where you are. What is one I would say, what is the proudest moment that you feel? I know you have a lot of them, but just, you know, pick one or two if you would like, and share a proud moment in your life.
I have a couple of quite a few more than a couple.
I know.
Proud moments.
Share what you like.
This is a hard question. Let's see. I think one of the proudest moments, or one of the ones that comes to mind firsthand, is just, you know, maybe about 6 years ago, maybe 7, I had really, you know, fell into a really, really deep depression. My job had downsized, so they had closed the office that I was running down. My car had got repossessed, and I was homeless. I just really lost a sense of who I was. And you're going to like, why does it make you proud? Mm-hmm. Why it makes me proud is just the fact that going through all that, it gave me time to myself to reflect on life, to think about where I wanted to be and where I wanted to go. Mm-hmm. And since all that has happened, like, I was working like a Jamaican, random jobs, all types of stuff.
Right.
But
doing what you had to do.
Going through all of that. Exactly. Exactly. And showing the kids, you know.
Right.
I'm doing what I have to do for us, so it was an example for them. Mm-hmm. But since that time, my life is just amplified by so much, you know, like, the things that I worry about then are things that I have to worry about now, and I pray that, you know, I never find myself in that situation again.
Right.
So it's definitely a proud moment, because, you know, like you said, when you're a single mom with 5 kids and, you know, you don't have a job and you just lost your transportation, then you have to figure out where you guys are going to live. That's not hard. That's not easy.
Right.
But, you know, within a matter of a couple of months, I was able to push back, and, you know, we've been doing pretty good since then.
Yes, you have. Definitely have. So did you want to share another proud moment?
Another proud moment was when my oldest son graduated from high school. Mm-hmm. And the reason why that is a proud moment for me is because I had him while I was still in high school.
Right. Right.
You know, statistics said that, you know, not even statistics, you know, my social workers, that give him up for adoption, or, you know, don't, you know, just, you know, focus on your life, or, you know, we'll keep him until, and I couldn't do that. Mm-hmm. So being able to raise him, a young black male, you know, to make it to graduation was an accomplishment in itself, because, as you know, statistics, you know, don't give our young men that outlook very often, especially when they come from very humble beginnings.
Exactly. That is exactly. I remember having Isaiah writing a report one year. He wasn't doing so well in school, and so I was like, well, you're going to write a report on it was something about succeeding as a black man in a world that wants you to fail. And so he had to interview different men and their journeys and their, what has happened to them, just to be successful or to get to the point that they are. And a lot of times we don't know somebody else's journey. We just think that they just arrived there. And it is harder for a black male and to raise black males, because you see what statistics say. They're going to end up in jail or end up dead or in any of these things, and we pour so much into them so they don't become a statistic. So a proud moment to see your firstborn graduate, that's and setting an example for his brothers, not just he graduated, but now you're setting a trend, setting an example for those that are behind him, is definitely a remarkable, is that a word? Remarkable.
Remarkable.
Yes.
Like that, huh?
Melissa is my English teacher. If y'all don't know, she loves the books. If I need something edited or anything like that, she is definitely a friend that I can send my stuff to, because as you can tell, my vocabulary isn't super big. I can say words that, really may not be in a dictionary. I just kind of made them up, or I wouldn't know if I made them up or not, but Melissa is definitely on point with that. So she will let me know if I am wrong about a word.
Sorry.
No, we have friends that are, it's good. We have strengths in different areas, because if we all were strong in the same area, how can we better our weaknesses? So where I am weak, you are strong, or where you are strong, I am weak. And then we have some similarities and all of that stuff. So that is wonderful. So I'm not going to keep you too long, because I know you need to, too much longer. I know you need to get back to your family and stuff. So what is a project that you're working on now?
Currently working on writing a book.
Okay.
I haven't always wanted to write. It's actually, quite weird how I ended up writing at all. I was in 11th grade. There was an assignment that my English teacher gave out to the class, and basically we had to write an essay about who the most impactful person in your life is.
Mm-hmm.
So, I wrote my essay, not thinking anything of it, and it was submitted to Newsweek, and Newsweek chose me as a runner-up in the competition. So
mm-hmm.
And since then, I've always loved reading and writing, but more so, just because that essay was so personal and deep, it just gave me a sense that, wow, people do want to hear, different stories. They do want to hear why people think how they think. And every day you come across different people in life. Some people share things with you. Some people you may just watch and you wonder, who are they? How did they get to where they are?
Mm-hmm.
Why, are they always smiling? Does anything ever get to them? I want to give those people a voice, and myself included.
Okay. That is excellent. I've been telling Melissa she should write a book. She reads so many books that she has a story of herself. And so one other idea that I will throw out there to you as you are writing books, and because you read so many books, is start doing book reviews. We have social media here. You can come live with the books that you read and do a review on them, so other people can, get a sense of, is this a book that I want to read, or, encourage a book or something like that. So book reviews, book clubs, those are, kind of things that you can also expand on in as you are taking on this new adventure of writing a book. And I am super proud of you for taking that step out, because sometimes we just keep it within, or, you're fine. I'm not sure if you have, but a lot of authors, you know, have been writing over the years. They write a lot. They write stuff down. They write what's on their mind, and they write poems, or they do different things. They hear things, and they never thought about combining it all into a book. And so with that, I am super proud of you. I can't wait to buy the book and read the book. I have one request when you publish your book, and that request is make sure that it has a audiobook version, because you know me as a friend.
Yes.
I'm
laughing.
For the people that are
however,
the people that are friends like me, or the people that are like your friend, which is me, we need the audiobook, because I will listen to the audiobook. And those that feel like you don't have time to read a book, audiobooks are where it is at. You can take that in the car with you. You can take it to work with you. You can take it to the gym with you. You can even play it while you are sleeping, because your mind is still going while you're sleeping. So if you don't even know, it's retaining some of that information. It's just going in there without all the extra thoughts that you have during the day. So I would appreciate that if you would add that to your list, the audiobooks for the collection of books that are going to come out in the near future. We will be looking forward to those books. And with that, is there anything else that you would like to share with us for Just Thrive?
No, not that I can think of off the top of my head. Just want to let you know that I'm extremely proud of you and your endeavors as well. You've done quite a few, business adventures.
I know.
I've been here for it, but this one just, spoke tremendously to me when, you were telling me about it and, listening to you and, people go through life just surviving.
Yes, they do.
But the fact that you are dropping nuggets and words of wisdom and encouragement, that speaks tremendously. Everyone deserves to thrive and not just survive.
That is right. And that is my slogan. We aren't here to just survive. We are here to thrive in every area. And so that's what Tuesday is about, is bringing in people that have adapted to the Thrive principles of living. They just don't want to live every day. They are going out there conquering the world and thriving in everything that they do. So with that, Melissa, thank you for joining us this week. And it was an honor to have you as my first guest. Sorry about all the technical difficulties in the beginning, but we still got you on and your story was still heard. So I appreciate you for that.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. All right. So we are hanging up. So thank you everybody for joining Just Thrive. That was our first guest, my friend A1 Day One, Melissa. Came on to give us her story, to tell what motivated her, some of her proud moments, things that really stuck out to her. And so with that, I am super excited that we had our first show. Next week, we will have another guest that is actually the producer of the music that you hear in the beginning and the exit out. He will be coming in telling his story, what is going on with him, some new projects that he is working on. So I am super excited about this. Do not forget to join me on Thursday for Thriving Thursdays, where I will personally just give nuggets on how to get through your everyday life. With that being said, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, the heart button, the like, the share. Thank you for those that joined me live and those that are joining me on the rebroadcast. Don't be afraid to hit the comments and leave comments below. If you would like to ask Melissa any questions, she will read the comments and she can answer any of those things. If you have any ideas or anything like that, you have questions for me, or you want to give me a thumbs up or a good job or any of that stuff, I welcome all of that, because this is a interactive video. This is an interactive talk show. And with that, I will see you on Thursday for Just T.H.R.I.V.E. Y'all have a good night, and I'm going to watch some of this March Madness. I'm out of here.